Hey guys, welcome back to Third and Long. I'm Will, and we're back for another video. It is that time again to look at our daily MLB predictions for all 15 of our baseball games we have coming up for Wednesday, August 13th. Yes, the season is flying by, but we're going to touch on all the matchups today. We're going to break them down, the hitting, the pitching, try to predict the outcome for every single game, who's going to win, lose, what the final scores might be, and we'll also be taking an in-depth look at our best bets, the money line. So the spreads, the over-unders. First things first, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, let me know. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? What are your thoughts on these picks? Let me know what your favorite predictions are today, and I will respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, make sure to check out the pinned comment down below. Click on that link. There's 3 tiers in total. If you sign up, I would definitely appreciate it. It is pinned down in the comments. Guys, let's not waste any more time. We go over every game every single day this entire season. If you're a sports fan, make sure you're following along with us. Make sure to subscribe. Our very first game, we have kicking everything off at 2:10 p.m. today, the 69 and 51 Detroit Tigers. First place in the AL Central. The Tigers, they're back to cruising right now. Don't forget, this team went through a little bit of a rough patch right after the All-Star break. They got everything back on track right now, starting to score some runs. Pitching's doing well. They'll be going up against the 43 and 76 Chicago White Sox. Not the best overall record, but do not underestimate the Chicago White Sox. Very scrappy team, a lot of very close losses. You always got to keep your eye on them. Right now, Chicago, 41.3% chance to win this game. Tigers first place in the AL Central, a 58.7% chance. The Tigers are also 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over/under. Detroit minus 177, Chicago plus 148. The Tigers right now 4.8 runs per game, 250 average, 152 home runs, 51 steals, and a 3.85 runs a game. And the White Sox 3.8 runs per game, 228 average, 114 home runs, 73 steals, and a 4.16 runs a game. The big issue here is there's no starter announced for the Tigers as I'm making this video. I hate going into games not knowing who's going to be starting the game. You go into the game blind. You don't know all the variables, but it is what it is. On the mound for the White Sox, Shane Smith. He's a rookie, having a pretty good rookie season. 3-7 record, 4.22 ERA, 96 innings, 93 strikeouts. The thing that stands out to me is with Detroit, overall, pretty good rotation. Pretty good bullpen. I'm going to go with the Tigers on the road still to win this game, to cover the spread, but I'm going to go with the under. Second game on MLB Network at 2:10 p.m., the 51 and 69 Pittsburgh Pirates. Pretty bad offense, but extremely good pitching staff. They keep the scores low. They just need some run support from that lineup. They're on the road here versus the 74 and 44 Milwaukee Brewers. I've been saying it for weeks now. There is no one hotter in Major League Baseball right now than the Milwaukee Brewers. They can do a little bit of everything. Hit for average, steal bases, hit home runs, starting pitching, bullpen. Right now, they have a 69.2% chance to win this game. First place in the NL Central. First place by a pretty good margin. And right now, the Pirates, fifth place in the NL Central with a 30.8% chance to win this game. Milwaukee, 1.5 runs favorites. 7.5 over/under. Pittsburgh is plus 155. The Brewers minus 185. The Pirates are averaging 3.5 runs per game. 232 average, 83 home runs, 90 steals. They got to get those power numbers up. 3.82 runs per game. Solid starting pitching. For the Brewers, 5.0 runs a game. 256 average, 117 home runs, 129 stolen bases. It's top 3 in the majors, giving up 3.61 runs a game. With the pitching, with the offense, what a well-rounded complementary team. On the mound right now for the Pirates, you have Mitch Keller. Mitch Keller keeps the runs low. He's always going to give you a real shot to win this game. 5-10 record, 3.86 ERA, 137.2 innings, 107 strikeouts. Going up against Brandon Woodruff. Very small sample so far this season, but when he's been on, it's been pretty good. 4-0 record, a 2.29 ERA over 35.1 innings, 45 strikeouts. Everything points to the Brewers walking away with the win. That's why I'm going out on a ledge. I'm going to go with the Pirates pulling off the upset. Give me the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over here. 6:35 p.m. This is a very, very competitive game. The 67 and 53 Seattle Mariners, second place in the AL West, just behind the Houston Astros. But Seattle also one of our most balanced teams in baseball, on the road versus the 53 and 66 Baltimore Orioles. They don't have the best pitching, but this team, they can hit some home runs. They can score some runs. Baltimore, a 49.4% chance to win. Seattle, a 50.6% chance to win. I don't know how else to say it. That is practically a 50-50 fan vote split. The Mariners, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over/under. Seattle's minus 145. Baltimore plus 120. The Mariners are averaging 4.6 runs a game, hitting 243, 171 home runs. That's top 5 in baseball. 125 stolen bases. That's top 5 in baseball. they're only giving up 3.81 runs a game. The Royals are averaging 4.3 runs per game. 240 average, 144 home runs, 81 steals, and a 4.85 runs a game, over one full run more than Seattle. But the Orioles are trotting out Trevor Rogers, who's had a great start to the season. 5-2 record, a 1.44 ERA, over 62.1 innings, 54 strikeouts, only 2 home runs in 62 innings. Those are elite numbers. No one's talking about this guy, but those are some of the best numbers this season. Logan Gilbert, strikeout pitcher on the mound for the Mariners, 3-4 record, 3.35 ERA, 83.1 innings, 118 strikeouts. Baltimore, they've been known to swing. They've been known to miss. If they don't have their contact on today, they're going to show up and strike out a lot. That's what I'm banking on here. Give me the Mariners to win this one to cover the spread, and I'm going to go with the under. This series has been split so far, 1-1, one of the better series this week at 5:10 p.m. The 69-50 Philadelphia Phillies on the road versus the 63-58 Cincinnati Reds. The Reds, one of the most balanced teams. They've been hovering around 500 this entire season. The same performance from the offense, the same performing from the pitching, but you can count on them. They are reliable. The Phillies, veteran squad, really good lineup. To me, the deepest starting rotation in baseball, especially once they get fully healthy. Right now, Philadelphia, they're coming into this game with a 49.4% chance to win first place in the AL East. The Reds, 50.6% chance. Again, practically another 50-50, and they're third place in the AL Central, which is a very deep division. You have the Phillies here, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. Cincinnati plus 120, Philadelphia minus 145. The Phillies are averaging 4.7 runs a game, hitting 255, 140 home runs, 96 steals, and a 3.72 runs a game. And for the Reds, 4.4 runs per game. 245 average, 117 home runs, 86 steals, and a 3.86 runs a game. He seems very reliable on the mound. Christopher Sanchez for the Phillies. This might be the best pitching matchup of the day. Two pitchers with sub-3 ERAs. Sanchez, 11-3 record, 2.36 ERA. No one's talking about this guy. It's time to start mentioning his name. 144.2 innings, 151 strikeouts, only 10 home runs given up over 21 starts. Hunter Green going for the Reds, 4-3 record, 2.72 ERA, 59.2 innings, 73 strikeouts. He has given up 9 home runs, but this is a very, very good matchup. Again, out on a little bit of a stretch here, but the Reds pulled it off yesterday, Phillies the day before. Give me Cincinnati to win this game. Going with that plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under again. At 2:10 p.m., the 47-71 Washington Nationals, one of the worst overall pitching teams in baseball, bottom 4 team ERA. Not a bad offense, very scrappy team on the road versus the 59-60 Kansas City Royals. The Royals one game away from chipping, clawing their way back to 500. One of the worst offenses, but an elite top 4 overall pitching staff, just like the Pirates. They just need some help. They just need some run support. Please, for the love of God, score some runs. The Royals, 63.3% chance to win this game. The Nationals, a 36.7% chance. Washington, they're the underdogs here. The Royals, 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over-under. The Nationals, plus 155. Kansas City, minus 185. The Nationals come in here, 4.2 runs per game. 242 average, 110 home runs, 98 steals, and a 5.34 runs a game. They give up a lot of runs, almost 2 full runs more than the Royals give up. Casey's averaging 3.7 runs a game, hitting 244, 102 home runs, 90 steals, and a 3.61 runs a game. What a good pitching staff. Playoff caliber pitching, offense. You got to step up here. Jake Irvin on the mound for the Nationals, 8-7 record, 4.9 ERA, 136 innings, 91 strikeouts. He's given up 26 home runs. That is a lot. Very susceptible to the long ball. Royals aren't known for their power. Seth Lugo on the mound for KC, 8-6 record, 3.46 ERA, 127.1 innings, 108 strikeouts. He's given up 21 home runs. There could be a potential home run barrage here. Give me the Royals to pull off the win, but I think they're going to win it by 1. So I'll go with the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under. 2:15 p.m., the 30-88 Colorado Rockies. 2 losses away from being 30-90, which means you lose 3 out of every 4 of your games. They're on the road versus the 61-59 St. Louis Cardinals. The Cardinals finally have some momentum right now. They have a 77.2% chance to win this game. The Rockies, a 22.8% chance. Cardinals are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Colorado plus 170. St. Louis minus 205. Heavy favorites here. The Rockies are averaging 3.7 runs a game, 236 average, 119 home runs. They actually have pretty decent power. Just a lot of solo home runs. 62 steals, got 6.02 runs per game. That is the worst, the dead last pitching in baseball. St. Louis, 4.4 runs per game, 250 average, 112 home runs, 65 steals, and a 4.22 runs a game. Austin Gomber going for Colorado, 0-6 record, still in search of his first win, 6.52 ERA, actually even higher than the awful Colorado Rockies team ERA, 49.2 innings, 30 strikeouts. He's given up 12 home runs in 49 innings, 64 hits. Those are just awful numbers. Michael McGreevy going for the Cardinals, 4-2 record, 4.4 ERA, 45 innings, 26 strikeouts. Give me the Cardinals to win this one, to cover the spread, and I'm going to go with the over. MLB Network at 2:35 p.m., the 57-62 Arizona Diamondbacks. They sold some of their best pieces, but still a team that can score some runs versus the 61-59 Texas Rangers, third place in the LS. The Bats have finally woken up the last couple of weeks. One of the worst offenses in baseball, but they're finally starting to score some runs, and they have the number one pitching in baseball. Not in the American League, in all of the major leagues. This team can pitch. If the Bats wake up, they'll be very dangerous down the stretch. Texas, 58.9% chance to win. Arizona, 41.1% chance to win. The Rangers are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Diamondbacks plus 125. The Rangers minus 150. Diamondbacks are averaging 4.8 runs a game, 249 average, 161 home runs, a lot of power, 77 steals, 4.54 runs a game. The Rangers, with the Bats having finally shown up to the game, 4.1 runs per game, 232 average, 122 home runs, 101 steals. Actually a balanced offense. It's just they haven't been playing in tandem so far up to right now, and they're only giving up 3.28 runs a game. Zach Gallen on the mound for the Diamondbacks. This is the worst start of his career. He's much better than this. At some point, he's got to turn stuff around. 9-12 record, 5.31 ERA, 139 innings, 130 strikeouts. He's given up 23 home runs, 50 walks, 138 hits. He's just loading the bases. Merrill Kelly going for Texas, 9-7 record, 3.38 ERA, 138.2 innings, 131 strikeouts. I'm going to go with the Rangers winning this game at home, covering the spread, and I'll go with the over. 3:45 p.m. an NLS versus NLS matchup. The 67-52 San Diego Padres starting to close in on the Dodgers, second place in the NLS. They'll be visiting the 59-60 San Francisco Giants. They're back down below 500. This team is much better than they've been playing the last month. The Giants right now, 35.2% chance to win. The Padres, a 64.8% chance to win. Both teams very familiar with one another. Padres are 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. San Francisco plus 134. The Padres minus 158. The Padres, if they can ever get Fernando Tatis, Machado to both get hot at the same time, this could be a deadly lineup. 4.1 runs per game, 250 average, 99 home runs, 78 steals. But this team, they have great pitching. Starting pitching, bullpen, they're only giving up 3.63 runs a game. The Giants, 4.2 runs per game, 234 average, 112 home runs, 51 steals, and 3.62 runs a game. These teams, statistically, practically cancel one another out. They're both pitching teams that have a suitable offense, but they're going to rely on their pitching. It's always going to be a pitching duel, pitching matchup. On the mound right now for the Padres, Nick Pivetta. Look at these numbers this season. 11-4 record, 2.94 ERA, 134.2 innings, 139 strikeouts. Great numbers. Only 94 hits given up, keeping the bases clean. Then you have Tang on the mound for the Giants. Obviously not the best numbers, but it's a very, very small sample size. 1-1 record, 5.4 ERA, but it's only 8.1 innings with 8 strikeouts. Either way, I'm going with the Padres, going with that bullpen. San Diego wins it. They cover the spread. I'll go with the over. And another very difficult game to call at 6:40 p.m. Two of the hottest teams in baseball facing off in the series, the 57-62 Miami Marlins. They fought their way all the way back to one game under 500 from 15. They were hot. Now they've dropped a little bit back down, 5 games under 500, but they showed what they're capable of. They're on the road versus the 62-56 Cleveland Guardians, who have just been raking the ball with their offense. Props to them. They were well under 500. They fought their way back. Now they are 6 games over 500. Give them some credit. They have a 59% chance to win. Second place in the AL Central. The Marlins, a 41% chance to win. Guardians are 1.5 run favorites. 7.5 over under. Miami plus 105. Cleveland minus 125. The Marlins are averaging 4.3 runs a game. 251 average, 113 home runs, 97 steals, 4.52 runs a game. But about 5 weeks ago, that was in the fives. Like I just said, they are playing a lot better than they did to begin this year. The Guardians, 4.0 runs a game, 228 average, 123 home runs, 88 steals, 3.83 runs a game. They obviously have the pitching edge. On the mound for the Guardians, Gavin Williams, 7-4 record, 3.17 ERA, 125 innings, 123 strikeouts. He has given up 66 walks a walk every other inning. On the mound for the Marlins, Yuri Perez, 4-3 record, 3.25 ERA, 55.1 innings, 52 strikeouts. This is going to be a very close game. This is a very, very good pitching matchup. One of the better ones today. With the Guardians having won yesterday, can the Marlins get back in the win column? I'm going to go with Miami winning this one. Give me the +1.5. It's going to be close. I'm going to go with the under. Prime Video at 7:05 p.m. The 56-62 Minnesota Twins versus the 63-56 New York Yankees. The Yankees finally got back in the William column. They finally scored some runs yesterday. Everybody was hitting the ball. They have a 52% chance to win this one. They're third place in the AL East. The Twins a 48% chance to win. Yankees are 1.5 run favorites. 8.5 over-under. New York -145. Minnesota +120. The Twins 4.2 runs per game. 242 average, 136 home runs, decent power, 57 steals, and a 4.26 runs a game. I don't think pitching is going to be the issue this game for them. Yankees, 5.1 runs per game, 250 average, 183 home runs. They've been shuffling back and forth. They've been number 1 or 2 this entire season, obviously led by Judge, who is back in the lineup right now, just crushing the ball. They have 84 steals and a 4.03 runs a game. A lot of injuries to their starting pitching. Looking at the pitching, Cam Schitler on the mound for the Yankees, 1-2 record, 4.38 ERA, 24.2 innings, 24 strikeouts. He has given up 6 home runs in 24 innings. That's a lot of home runs in only 24 innings. Joe Ryan, one of the most consistent, reliable pitchers for the Twins on the mound here. They need him to get him a win. 11-5 record, 2.79 ERA, 132.1 innings, 146 strikeouts. I'm going with the Twins winning this one. Give me the +1.5, and I'm going to go with the under. 7:07 p.m. Another very, very good matchup. The 67-51 Chicago Cubs, second place in the NL Central, on the road versus the first place AL East team, the 70-50 Toronto Blue Jays. The last 2 months, they've just been crushing the ball. Right now, Toronto 51.5% chance to win. Chicago a 48.5. Another practical 50-50 matchup. The Blue Jays are 1.5 run favorites. 8.5 over-under. Toronto -135. Chicago +115. The Cubs right now, one of the best balanced offenses in baseball. 5.1 runs per game. 254 average. 167 home runs. That's top 5. 124 steals. That's top 3. Only giving up 3.88 runs a game. The Blue Jays, 4.9 runs per game. They can score runs with you versus anyone. 269 batting average. The number 1 batting average in the majors. 137 home runs. 56 steals and a 4.28 runs a game. On the mound for the Cubs, Cade Horton, 6-3 record, 3.18 ERA, 79.1 innings, 59 strikeouts, 7 home runs given up. Kevin Gossman for the Blue Jays, one of their best pitchers this season. 8-8 record, 3.85 ERA, 135.2 innings, 135 strikeouts. He has given up 17 home runs. That's not a lot, but it's not a little. The Cubs can hit some home runs. Blue Jays are the favorites. They are the hotter team, but give me Chicago to rebound from that loss yesterday. Give me the +1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. Fox Sports 1 at 7:10 p.m. The 51-68 Atlanta Braves. One of the biggest mysteries, the largest mystery of the season is what happened? Where are the real Atlanta Braves? They're on the road here versus the 64-55 New York Mets. The Mets finally got a win yesterday. They needed that win badly, and they exploded. They hit a buttload of home runs. You don't want to live off the home run. They do. The bats were hot yesterday. Props to them. They finally got over that hump there, finally got that win. Can they turn that into some momentum going forward? New York, 68.6% chance to win this one. Atlanta, 31.4. The Mets are 1.5 run favorites. 8.5 over under. Atlanta +160. New York -190. The Braves are averaging 4.2 runs a game. 242 average, 133 home runs, 57 steals, and a 4.21 runs a game. The number slowly climbing up. New York, 4.3 runs per game. 239 average, 147 home runs, 93 steals, and a 3.7 runs a game. The Mets' overall stats, they're not bad. We just need some consistency. That's the only thing that we're asking for. Please just show some consistency the final couple weeks of the season. On the mound for the Braves, Carlos Carrasco. The Mets obviously very familiar with them from the time that he was with the Mets. 2-2 record, 6.18 ERA, 43.2 innings, 32 strikeouts. He's given up 9 home runs in 43 innings. That's not going to cut it here, especially with the hot bats yesterday. David Peterson for the Mets, one of their most reliable pitchers this season. He picked up right where he left off last season. He was an all-star this year. 7-5 record, 2.98 ERA, 133 innings, 112 strikeouts. Give me Peterson. Give me the Mets to win another one. A little bit of a winning streak. What do you know? They win this one. They cover the spread. I'm going to go with the over. 7:10 p.m., the 65-55 Boston Red Sox. They've been so hot for basically the last 6 to 7 weeks. Great offense, great pitching. They have a 32.8% chance to win this one. They are second place in the AL East, but they're going up against the 67-52 Houston Astros, one of the best teams in baseball. First place ever so slightly in the AL West. They have a 67.2% chance to win. The Astros are 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. Boston's plus 140. The Astros minus 165. Red Sox are averaging 5.0 runs a game, 254 average, 143 home runs, 98 steals, a game of 3.71 runs a game. The Astros 4.3 runs per game, 258 average, one of the best batting averages out there. 129 steals, a game of 129 home runs, 58 steals, a game of 3.71 runs a game. No surprise there. The Astros always have really good pitching. The Red Sox, the Astros, it's going to be a fun game. Two big American League brands. Walker Buehler going for Boston. 7-6 record, 5.4 ERA. Not pitching his worst the last couple starts. He's been up and down this season, though. 100 innings, 75 strikeouts. He has given up 19 home runs. Hunter Brown, one of the best younger pitchers in baseball, going for the Astros. 9-5 record, 2.51 ERA, 136.1 innings, 160 strikeouts. He's only given up 12 home runs in 21 starts. That's the control that I want to see here versus this power-hitting Red Sox lineup. Give me the Astros winning this one, covering the spread, and I'll go with the over. MLB Network, 9:38 p.m., the 68-51 Dodgers. They have to stay ahead of the Padres versus the 57-62 Los Angeles Angels. One of the best home run hitting teams, but both of these teams can hit the home run. Could be a home run derby matchup here. Right now, the Angels 41% chance to win. The Dodgers a 59% chance. I have done very well picking against the Dodgers basically the last 1 to 2 months. Not every game, but situationally, the Dodgers, a lot of injuries, 15 to 20 pitchers on the DL. They've still been able to overcome that. They're still finding ways to win games. Right now, LA, they are going to be the favorites here. 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. Los Angeles Dodgers, minus 200. The Angels, plus 165. The Dodgers average 5.2 runs a game, 255 average, 173 home runs. A lot of power. 69 steals and a 4.1 runs a game, which actually isn't bad considering the amount of injuries this team had. The Angels, 4.4 runs per game, 233 average, 167 home runs. A lot of power also. 59 steals and a 4.59 runs a game. The Angels have Kyle Hendricks, who surprisingly pitching pretty decent the last couple starts. He's been bringing the ERA down slowly. 6-8 record, 4.63 ERA, but much lower than where it was last month. 116.2 innings, 78 strikeouts, giving up 19 home runs. He was never a strikeout guy, but he's got to get those a little up, get some more easy outs. Going up against Shohei Ohtani, who's obviously not going to pitch that much this game, might put it into the Dodgers bullpen's hands, which the Dodgers bullpen, a little shaky right now. 0-0 record, 2.37 ERA, 19 innings, 25 strikeouts, only 1 home run given up. Since he's been back, the pitching arm looking solid. Give me the Dodgers to win this one. Dodgers win it, and they cover the spread. I'm going to go with the under. And our final game on MLB Network at 10:05 p.m., the 58-62 Tampa Bay Rays. What happened to this team? So hot when the month of May ended. They completely went off the rails. The stats don't look bad. Just the product on the field the last couple months has been a little shaky. They'll be playing the 53-68 Athletics. A lot of power in this lineup. Sacramento, minor league stadium, smaller ballpark. Could see some home runs. Tampa Bay, 67.7% chance to win. The A's, a 32.3% chance. The Rays are 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. Tampa Bay, minus 135. The Athletics, plus 115. The Rays are averaging 4.5 runs a game, 250 average, 131 home runs, 149 steals. A lot of speed in this lineup. The number one stealing team in baseball, very aggressive on the bases, giving up 3.91 runs a game. The A's, 4.4 runs per game, 254 average, 163 home runs, 64 steals, giving up 4.91 runs a game. They do give up some runs. JT Ginn going on the mound right now for the A's, 2-4 record, 4.39 ERA, 53.1 innings, 58 strikeouts, going up against Drew Rasmussen, one of the most underappreciated pitchers in baseball. Career, 2.8 ERA for his career. This season even better, 9-5 record, 2.66 ERA, 111.2 innings, 97 strikeouts. That's what I want to see there. Give me the Rays getting a much-needed win. They win this one. They cover the spread. I'm going to go with the under. Guys, that's our picks, our predictions at Best Bets for all of our Major League Baseball games we have coming up for Wednesday, August 13th. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. If you have any comments, by all means, drop them below. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? What are your thoughts on these games? Make sure to let us know in the comment section, and I will respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, make sure to check out the pinned comment down below. If you click on that link, you can sign up there. I would definitely appreciate it. No matter what you do, get a bunch of sources together today, combine them, and of course, see what makes the most sense to you. And of course, as always, thank you for watching.